Well, hello friends. Welcome to an episode of Repurchase or Pass. This is kind of my new style of doing my Empties video. I'm going to share a whole host of beauty products, skincare, hair care, makeup, etc., everything in between. My full reviews, I've used them up completely, hence they're Empties, you know, and whether I would repurchase them or i.e. recommend them to a friend, or if it's something I'd pass on, there's better out there, I've tried better, etc. So I hope you enjoy the kind of slightly adjusted style. Let's dive into it. I'm excited and caffeinated. Let's start strong, shall we? Let's start with one of my favorite affordable skincare products that I love, have repurchased, will repurchase again. This is the CeraVe Hydrating Toner. It is so good, you guys. It has ceramides, hyaluronic acid, and niacinamide. Here's how I incorporate this into my personal skincare routine. After I've double cleansed, I get a cotton round and put some of this on it. I feel like it does a great job of getting any leftover makeup residue off before going in with serums and moisturizers, but it also is doing something good for my skin. It's hydrating it, it's slightly toning it with the niacinamide. I feel like it kind of evens out the skin tone, but it's not so stripping, or I should say it's not as exfoliating as a lot of other toners, because I feel like I already get a lot of that in other products I use. And so this is something I could kind of swap out, and it's hydrating, it supports your skin barrier, and I absolutely love it. So if you have never used a hydrating toner, I think you might like it. I really do. This kind of surprised me how much I loved this. So absolute repurchase. Okay, well, I've already repurchased this one, so spoiler alert. This is the Naturium The Calmer body wash. This one is a little bit harder to find in store. You can definitely find it online, which is where I have repurchased it. I have a feeling it's a newer product of theirs. I'd worked with them when they first launched it, maybe a year, maybe like 6 or 7 months ago. I absolutely love it. I've already repurchased it. It is very gentle on the skin, but it lathers really good. And it is sensitive skin friendly. It's fragrance free. But the reason I really love it, it's got ceramides and cocoa butter. It has colloidal oatmeal. If you are like me, I get itchy skin at random times throughout the year, especially on my legs. This has been amazing for that. So I really enjoy it. A more affordable price point compared to some other body washes you may see at like Sephora and stuff. So this is an absolute repurchase. We're starting strong. We're gonna get to some things. I mentioned this recently, but these are the Living Proof shampoo and conditioner duo, specifically their Restore line. These are not empty. Okay, they're like honestly only to here. I don't love Living Proof shampoos and conditioners. Over the years, I've tried a couple. I don't like the smell either. And I did mention, I think it's very polarizing because some people really do love the smell. I was using and trying out a lot of these products when I was going through postpartum depression a few years ago. Not the most fun time in my life, obviously. So I think it's one of those scent memories that like literally makes me feel sick to my stomach because of that connection. So very personal thing, but I also just didn't love what it was doing for my hair. So it's personal. It's truly personal. Anyway, I do like the Living Proof dry shampoos though. Those are like extra strength dry shampoo, but they do work really well. So obviously for those reasons, I would pass on these. Okay, let's talk dry shampoo. First up is the Amika Perk Up dry shampoo. Love the packaging, obviously. I really like this stuff. It's not extra strength. It's gonna soak up oils, but it's not gonna do as crazy of a job as some other ones that are out there, but it smells really nice. And I think it does kind of a medium job, like a medium oil sucking uppage. You know what I mean. But honestly, for most days, that's pretty good for me. It works, and it still worked well enough. And so this is one that I feel like it's kind of the Goldilocks of it's not too strong, it's not strong enough. This is a rough description. I really like this dry shampoo. I would repurchase. I think I already have repurchased because I'm pretty sure I have a backup of this in my little backup drawer. So this is the same dry shampoo, but it's the Miami Nectar scent by Ellis Brooklyn. Very strong scent. It doesn't smell bad, but it is a very specific, very strong scent. So if you were like obsessed with this, maybe, but honestly, if you love the scent, just get the perfume and spritz some in your hair. You know what I mean? So kind of a fun collaboration. Okay, I get it, but I would not repurchase it. So for this one, I would pass. Here's one. This is the EOS Shave Oil, specifically the Vanilla Bliss scent, or I'm sorry, Vanilla Cashmere. I love this scent so much. I have the body lotion of this I actually put on today, and I love the scent. It's such a light vanilla, very reminiscent of Vanilla Bean Noel. Like it smells a lot like it from Bath & Body Works. If you know, you know. That is top tier holiday scent. Anyway, I really liked this. I would absolutely repurchase this. It did a great job. I definitely typically do shave oils over like a shaving foam anyway. So would totally repurchase it. I really liked it. And I really liked the smell. Next up is a skincare product from CeraVe. This is their makeup remover cleansing balm. It felt still heavy. I was like, is this full? No, it's empty. I liked this stuff well enough. I feel like I probably used too much because I flew through this. And the problem is it's not cost effective if, you know, yes, this may be more affordable or less expensive than other ones, but a lot of other ones come with more products. So once you're starting to break it down with the amount I was using every time. So I have learned you really can use a lot less. This says scoop a pearl-sized amount. So it's definitely using too much. However, I feel like you need more to like get, it's kind of tricky. So I would repurchase this in a pinch. However, I do think there's probably a more cost-effective, if you're like me and you like to use a little bit more, I don't know that this is for you. So this is both a repurchase and a pass, if that makes sense. I need like a middle category, don't I? All right, we're adding in a third category because we do need one, because for a product like this, where I do like it, there's nothing wrong with it, but I have those little gripes, we're gonna create a third category called maybe. This one is in the maybe category. It may be right for you depending on how you use this, but I'm probably not gonna repurchase it soon. Another one you guys know I love, the La Roche-Posay Hydrating Cleanser. This is definitely my #1 cleanser. I go through so many of these. It is exactly what it says it is. It is gentle, it is hydrating. It's fantastic, it's good ingredients. The price, I mean, again, this lasts me a decent amount of time. I've got 400 mils here, like 13.5 ounces. I love it, I repurchase it all the time, so this is an obvious repurchase. So good. I also tried the Peach and Lily Oil Cleanser. This was sent to me a while back. I didn't love this, honestly. I don't remember if it had a smell. No, I don't think so. It did okay. I don't think it was like a terrible product, but Peach and Lily can get pricey. And for the job that this did, I felt like I could find that at the drugstore for this. So this is a pass for me. I think there's better out there for cheaper. Okay, another Living Proof product I'm just done with. This is the Living Proof Perfecting Spray. For me, it was the smell. I also felt like the nozzle was just okay. Again, there's so many new things out there at the drugstore that have better nozzles for like spraying all over your hair. And again, add the smell in, this is a pass for me. If you can believe it, I used up an entire, I'm not even gonna show you this close because it's gross, Aquaphor Healing Ointment Tub. I use this for my like nightly lip balm. I wonder when I bought this. You know what I mean? Like it took me a while to get through, but you talk about a cost-effective lip treatment. When I am using this every single night, my lips are never chapped. Like they're never truly chapped. It is amazing. We use it on so many different things, on our kids, etc. This was just one that I kept for me in my bathroom. It's like the one we used to use for like diaper changes. I didn't want to be using that. You know what I mean? Anyway, highly recommend. Absolute Aquaphor repurchase for sure. The Honey Pot Sensitive Wipes I really like. These are great. You can use them head to toe just to freshen up, maybe after a workout or just a sweaty day and you don't have enough time to shower, whatever. This is a 30 count. They also have these like in individual packs. I like these a lot. They're simple. I think they have ones with scents, but I just tend to go for the unscented, sensitive, kind of plain Jane ones. They're pH balanced, gynecologist approved, it says. So I like these. I also like the Lumi ones. They're both honestly good. I could use those interchangeably. So I love these. Definitely would repurchase and recommend. I've already repurchased it. The Bedhead Masterpiece Hairspray. You guys already know it's a favorite of mine. 10 years strong. It is that good. It smells amazing. Good hold of hairspray. It can add some like, not crunch to your hair. It can add some grit to your hair to make all of your like even updos and braids work better. Hold your hair, you know, this is that good. I would love to know how many of these I've actually gone through. So I just saw it was like 50% off during the Ulta sale. Which is when I just repurchased it. I just the other day used up the Pharmacy Green Clean. This is a cleansing balm. I like it okay, but honestly, this, I'm on their PR list. I'm not on many PR lists anymore, but this is one I still am on because I tend to like some of their products here and there. This is one I like well enough. Like I think it does a good job, but I don't think it's worth the price. Again, I really feel like if you're using a lesser amount, you could even go the CeraVe route. But it does work really well. Again, I probably use too much of this. but I wouldn't repurchase with my own money. This was sent in PR, and I think that's an important distinction. I really wouldn't. Like, I will use it because I think it's good, but I don't think it's worth the amount it costs for something like a cleansing balm that just works medium. Next up is this Skin Fix moisturizer. This one was the triple lipid peptide cream. I liked this. No, there's no more. I wish you could can you open it? Oh no, you just see. Oh, okay. Boy, it's so many layers, isn't it? Yeah, it's gone. Great packaging for a moisturizer. As you know, a lot of people talk about, it kind of keeps it more protected in there from the elements, air, etc. I liked this. I'm into a simple moisturizer that's got peptides and it's moisturizing, it's fragrance free, and I'm pretty sure this is fragrance free. I feel like it had to be. Tested and recommended by unbiased derms. That feels like they're shading someone. I don't know. That's interesting wording. That's just funny. Anyway, I liked it. I think I would consider, I'm going to put this in the maybe because it wasn't life-changing, but I did like it. I would honestly, the CeraVe Night Cream is less expensive and just as good, if not better. So this one's gonna go in the maybe. Well, this one expired before I could use the last little bit. This is the Supergoop Play sunscreen. Pass, you guys. I like Supergoop face sunscreens. There's a couple I love. Their body care, I don't think it's bad by any means, but the price you are paying for this, no. Go for a La Roche-Posay sunscreen. It's gonna be a little bit less expensive than this. I just don't think it is worth the price at all. But it was nice, but I would not repurchase, so that's a pass. I also used up this big boy Saint Tropez self-tanner. This is like a mousse. I love this. This is my go-to. I really didn't self-tan much this summer. I used kind of like gradual tanning lotion that I love, and I didn't end up using this a lot, but I did use this one up. And I did repurchase. So this would definitely be a repurchase. I love it. I recommend the mitt you can get with this. It's pretty inexpensive. And some of them come with it. But yeah, I'm a big fan. I do think it says, I always want to mention this. It says it's express, like, oh, in 3 hours you could have a dark tan, 2 hours medium, 1 hour light. No. Leave it on overnight. Just trust me. 3 hours is nothing. I don't know why this is labeled express. It's not. But I do think overnight it leaves the perfect tan, just shower in the morning. I used up a while ago the Tree Hut Shave Oil. This is the peppermint one from the holidays last year. I think that's awesome. I liked the smell of this. It didn't smell like peppermint at all. Well, I guess it's kind of, but it definitely has a twist that's not peppermint. If they had a different holiday scent that wasn't this, I would consider trying it this year. This was the OG shave oil that I fell in love with. This kind from Tree Hut, just different scents. So highly recommend, would repurchase. I'm trying out now that everyone's making shave oils. Like I tried out the EOS one. I like them both equally. I feel like a lot of them work the same. So find a scent you maybe like, and just if it's in the price point you want, I would go for that. And I'm using yet another different one right now. I'm almost through, and I have another different brand on backup. So this has been exciting to try all kinds of different ones. For the longest time, I feel like Tree Hut was the only game in town, literally. Okay, I also finished the Naturium Biolipid Lotion. Repurchase, hard repurchase. I mean like full send, you know what I mean? I love this stuff. It is such a great all year round body moisturizer. I think it does such a great job. It's fragrance free. It's got shea butter, B vitamins, omega fatty acids. So lots of good stuff for your skin. Really moisturizing both summer and winter. I've gone through a couple of these. I'm trying to think if I have a backup of this already. I don't think I do. I think I just bought, what did I buy? You guys saw in the Walgreens haul. Well, like the vloggy version in the vlog. I bought a moisturizer from, it's like the cocoa butter. Anyway, it looks really good. I'm excited to try that next. But while we're on the topic of body lotions, this is one I always have on hand from Gold Bond. It's the Eczema Relief. Again, if you're an itchy skinned person like I am, you will love this. It's got colloidal oatmeal. I think I kind of treat these as like a dynamic duo when I'm having dry skin that's itchy. Put these together, body wash, lotion, beautiful. So definite repurchase. I actually don't think I have yet repurchased this, so I need to. I used up, of course, a Dr. Teal's pure Epsom salt. I like the eucalyptus and spearmint. I'll sometimes just get the plain one as well. Powered by magnesium. Yeah, I love the smell of it. I now associate this smell with getting a nice relaxing bath in the evening. So it just makes me happy. So love this, have repurchased a million times, would repurchase. I think the one I have right now, I think I got it's Dr. Teal's, but I think I got a different one. I can't remember what it is. I don't think I've opened it yet. Okay, another great body wash for itchy skin. If you don't want to go the Naturium route or you don't want to order online, the Aveeno Skin Relief. This is like the first one I discovered at the drugstore that made such a difference in my skin. And you can get this Big Daddy thing. It'll last you quite a while. Again, it is truly relief. Relief. So I love this. I swear by this as well. I could use these interchangeably. I love them both. So yeah, this is the one specifically that is fragrance free. I think they have a Skin Relief one that might have fragrance. So make sure you're getting the right one, but I absolutely love it. Oh yeah. Where's the other one? Maybe I only saved one and I threw the other away. That's my only guess. I forgot about this stuff. I loved this so much a few months ago. The Grow Strong line from Garnier Fructis. First of all, oh yeah, it will make your hair smell incredible, like juicy green apples. You know those people that like, you walk by them and you're like, how does their hair smell this good still? It's this kind of shampoo, I'm telling you. So highly recommend both the shampoo and conditioner. I loved them both. Would absolutely repurchase, probably will repurchase now that I'm remembering. Again, they have a few lines that look similar. So make sure it's the Grow Strong Apple one. Oh my gosh, I gotta smell it again. Oh, it smells so good. So I also had tried the Naturium, the booster. So this and the Calmer was the one I talked about earlier. This was the one I was using and really enjoying before the Calmer came out. And then I learned it had Cloto oatmeal and I was like, switch. So I really, really enjoy both. This is also hydrating. It's just not necessarily specific for, I guess, itchy skin, but it's got, it does have oat in it though, glycerin, hyaluronic acid. So again, it's helping with your skin barrier. So I love both. I tend to go for the Calmer one, as I said, but they're both really, really great. And I feel like you can find the booster one more easily in store. And if you're someone that doesn't need a dry, like a itchy skin focused one, I think you'd really like the booster. And I feel like these containers last quite a while. Well, I used up this Bioderma micellar water. This has been around for years and years and years. I finally ended up buying a huge one. Did I buy it on Amazon? I don't think I realized how big it was until it came in the mail and I was like, oh my gosh, it is humongous. Like it is as big as this, I feel like, but round. But it's got one of those push tops where you can just take the cotton round and push it down on it. I love it. I use this every morning before I put on sunscreen. And if I'm doing makeup that day, it just kind of gets off the residue of the skincare from the night before without having to fully wash your face. I find that my face does better when I don't wash it in the morning. This has been enough for years, or well, at least the past year, and it's been a game changer. I also used up the Davines Dry Texturizer Finishing Spray. I actually don't know what it's called. More Inside, is that what it's called? This is what it looks like. I got it at my hair salon. So I really liked it. I'm gonna be honest, for the smell. I thought it smelled so good. She used it on my hair and I was like, what was that? So I genuinely bought it for the smell. I feel like it did a decent job, like adding a little texture, especially if my hair is not like naturally wavy curly, where if I'm wearing it where I styled it. I feel like this was a nice little finishing touch. I don't think I would repurchase it though, so I would say pass. I've got two empty Lumi whole body deodorants. I literally just worked with them recently on Instagram for these deodorants. It really is what I use. I really do go through them. I travel with them. I use them every day. I love them. So I tend to go for the unscented, which is what you're seeing here, because then I feel like it's not competing with my like perfume. Not that it's that strong at all, but you know what I mean. However, they released a new scent that's vanilla, and that's what I've been wearing the past few weeks, and I'm really liking that scent. So I use the aluminum free ones. They also have like specific sweat control ones if you're looking for that, and a whole host of other stuff. But yeah, I genuinely really, really love it. A lot of skincare, I know. This is the Naturium Cleansing Balm. I think this is the second one of these I've gone through. The first time I used it, I didn't love it, but the second time I went through one, I liked it a little bit more. And again, to find a more affordable-ish cleansing balm that works pretty well, I feel like this is actually kind of a nice product. So I'm gonna give this a maybe / repurchase. Like I probably will repurchase this eventually. I just wanna try out other stuff, but I do think it was pretty good for the price. I know, I'm breaking the rules, but I made the rules, so I can do whatever I want. Okay, this one surprised me. This is from Haru Haru Wonder. I hope I said that right. It's their Black Rice Ceramide Barrier Moisturizing Cream. I loved this stuff. I ended up putting a little bit of this in like a little travel container and traveling with it over the summer as well. I just felt like it did a really nice job moisturizing. No scent or anything like that, but it was really, really nice. It made my skin look really nice. So this one definitely surprised me. I would repurchase. However, I have like 4 moisturizers I'm using next, but I would repurchase. I would recommend to you. This is a long video, y'all. Hold on, let me get the rest of this organized, or at least together. All right, so I used up, or no, I did not. This expired before I could use it up. This is that glowy body SPF I've talked about a couple times, but I never had in front of me to show you. It's their Sun Shield Body Glow SPF 50. I really liked this stuff, especially in the summer. Your legs are out, your arms are out. It adds a little bit of glitter, but it's also an SPF. Like, it is such a genius, cool product. So highly recommend. I just didn't use it up and I think it expired, yeah, like 2 years ago at this point. I think I was using it last summer and I did not realize it expired. Anyway, love it. I would repurchase this. Probably will come like next spring heading into summer so that I can really get some good use out of it. One of my favorite SPFs, the In Beauty Mineral Sun Glow, if not my favorite. It's up there. I just tried a new one I'm really enjoying too. But anyway, this one is fantastic and I already have repurchased it and I'm using it all the time. So definite repurchase. Adds a little bit of glow, but it's not overwhelmingly glowy to your face. But it also has that sun protection. It's mineral if that's what you're looking for. I love it. 2 of the Sensodyne Extra Whitening. I'm almost through another tube. This is what I use. Some toothpaste, and I had to ask my dentist about this, some toothpaste will give me like canker sores. Do you know what I mean? And there's a certain ingredient in a lot of toothpaste that they were telling me like actually can kind of cause that in people that are really prone to them, and I definitely am. I have been using this for the past year and a half, and I have not had any. That's huge. So if you are like me, try this one. And it's still got the whitening power, so that is nice. Definite repurchase on the toothpaste, of course. I also used up the Goodall Vitamin C. I have a couple of equally loved vitamin C's that I kind of toggle between, and this is one of them. It's in a nice glass bottle. It is fantastic. You can get it on Amazon. It's affordable, and it's really effective. Definitely repurchase. I also used up this product from Maylove. It's the Hydrator Serum. I would mix this with my moisturizer. I don't know if that's right or wrong, but I just would. You can also put it on separately, but it's just a great, I think a little bit more budget-friendly hyaluronic acid type product out there. It's got hyaluronic acid, resveratrol, and panthenol for complete hydration. I really liked it. I would totally recommend and repurchase. I also used up the Kiehl's Creamy Overnight Avocado Eye Treatment. I liked this stuff. Actually, there's a little bit left in there, but I had had this for so long and I thought I started to see mold because I've had it for that long. It takes forever to go through this, which is pretty amazing because I feel like for a more expensive eye cream, it's nice to have it for a long time and not have to repurchase. But it literally lasted so long that I was like, okay, I think I need to call it on this. But I wish they would come out with this. Maybe they have it. This exact product, but in like a squeezy tube or something where you could kind of squeeze it onto your finger instead of like the pot. Anyway, okay, I have 2 of the Tap Secret dry shampoos. These you get on Amazon. This one I still have some of. We're gonna talk about it. It's a powder puff and you literally get it into your hair. You know, you kind of tap it directly on. It works very well as a dry shampoo. I think it is fantastic. But I was noticing more and more as my hair was a little bit lighter when I started using this, but as my hair got closer to my natural hair color, this was even more and more obvious and it was really leaving a white cast. So I kind of halted using it for a bit, but I think it is amazing. And if you want an alternative to the spray, but they do have it for dark hair. So I tried that and I also think it was really good, but I also had to stop because, and I think this is the second one, I used an entire one up. I had to always be sure that I used it before I did my makeup because I would get brown around here and then it'd be on my fingers. And I was like, you know what? This is too much work for what it is worth, but I do think these are incredible. I've recommended these and I will continue to. I just think it's for the right person. It depends on like if you want powder puff applicator, but it is very effective. It definitely sucks up that oil. So I would say it's a maybe depending on the person. As in, I would recommend it and I would repurchase it, but I don't think it's for everyone. Used up a travel size of the Bedhead Masterpiece and a travel size of the Oribe dry shampoo. This is super expensive. I mean, the travel size is, but also the full size is crazy expensive. I don't think it is bad, but I do not think it is worth the $40-something it is for the full size. So I'm gonna say pass for that reason. There's better out there for half the price. I also used up the DHC Deep Cleansing Oil. When we were talking about the Peach and Lily and I said there's better out there for cheaper, this is less expensive well, I guess it depends. I always end up getting it 50% off like during a sale. So if you're getting it that price, it's better. It definitely feels, it's a very olive oil based, but it does just as good of a job. And I end up repurchasing this all of the time. Now this is the travel size, but I get the full size too. It is so good. So definitely repurchase. Oh, this is what I was talking about. The CeraVe Skin Renewing Night Cream. It's so good. It's so good. I would totally repurchase this. I used it up. I just think it is such a great moisturizer for overnight. After you've done all of your steps, you slap this on top and sleep. And I think my skin really, really liked it. So this is one I would totally recommend. Definitely repurchase. My tretinoin. You got to get a prescription from your doctor. Honestly, you guys, I got a prescription from after I'd gotten it prescribed from my dermatologist, they wanted me to come back in and it just wasn't time for me to come back into the dermatologist to get it. And I wanted this. So I ended up just talking to my primary care. I also know that now you can like get them through different websites and stuff. I really do need to look into that because it would make my life a lot easier. And of course I've had to take breaks, like if I were pregnant or I think even nursing, you're not supposed to use this. So I haven't been using it straight through the year, but yeah. Finished up 2 of the Tower 28 Make Waves mascaras. I am feeling a little underwhelmed by, I have a 3rd one open and it's feeling very, very dry. And I don't know if it's because it's just like an older batch or what, but the original ones, I mean, I love this formula. So I have another one I might open and try. I'm wondering, I'm like, did they change the formula or are some of these just sitting on the shelves too long? I don't know. Let me know if you've had the same experience, but I mean, this was you guys know, my go-to mascara for like 2 years. And now I'm trying other stuff because I'm feeling like it's not the same. So I'll have to try one more and we're gonna see. But yeah, I do love it though. I mean, as a general rule, I would otherwise repurchase. So I'm gonna put it as a maybe until I try it again. I used up the Benefit FanFest mascara. I liked this stuff. I would consider repurchasing this. If you needed a mascara, especially if it was on sale, I thought this was great. It added volume and curl. It held all day. I didn't notice flaking or smudging. I almost said fudging and smaking again. I think it's a great mascara. I don't think I would want to pay full price. And you can generally find Benefit mascaras on sale throughout the year. But I would recommend. I used up, I'm a creature of habit, 2 of the e.l.f. Wow Brows. This is a tinted brow gel that's got like a teeny tiny spoolie. It deposits just a little bit of color, which is exactly as much as I want. Some people want more and you might not like this product, but if you just want a little bit of help without having to clean up and be careful, you would love this product. I also have a couple of these. Let's see, I've got the Grande Lash and the Grande Brow Serum. I think I'm done using the Grande Lash around my lashes. I've heard some things about, and it doesn't happen to everyone, so okay, buyer beware, do your own research, but some people having some issues around their eyes with this, and it's a pretty known thing. So, and again, this is something you can't use while pregnant, or I think maybe not when you're nursing, I don't know, maybe you can. So I've kind of used this off and on anyway, depending, my year obviously has been a little bit weird. So I think I'm done with the Grande Lash. I'm just gonna I've got the Ordinary Peptide one, it's super inexpensive, and I've been using that. But the Grande Brow, I really, really love. And since it's not as close to my eyes, I feel a little more confident using it. Again, when I'm not pregnant, love this stuff, but you have to keep using it. It keeps your brows in the growth cycle, basically. So when you stop using it after a month or 2, your hair, it kind of goes back to for me, my brows are just much more sparse, so they look a lot lighter. So I do love the product. I used up the Maybelline Super Lock. This is just a clear brow gel. They have the color ones too. Is it called Super Lock? I like this. I mean, I really did use it all the time. It's disgusting now, the color in there. I'm like, okay, we're done. But I loved it. I would totally repurchase. It's not gonna be the strongest hold ever, but it's a good enough hold. I don't need more hold than what this provides. And I feel like it was easy to apply, worked really well. This was my Purse lip balm from La Roche-Posay. It is their Cicaplast Lips. It's their barrier repairing balm for your lips. I love it. I've already repurchased. Okay, it's already in my purse. It is different than Aquaphor though, but I do feel like this, especially in the drier months, is kind of nice to throw on once a day from my purse when I'm going to pick up my kid or whatever. I just think it's nice. I would repurchase, obviously. I am just calling it quits on the Charlotte Tilbury corrector. I actually love this and would repurchase, okay? But I have had this for so long. You need such a small amount, and when I'm doing a less makeup-y look, I love this tone. I will just tap it on the under eye area. It will cancel out the purple, but it doesn't look super concealery and cakey or anything like that. So Totally would repurchase, totally recommend. So this is the L'Oreal, the Super Slim Liquid Liner. I was just talking about it. I had my editors edit it out because I'm realizing I was confusing this with another one. I really liked this product. It was a longer brush. It's like the felt tip. I really liked it and it was super black, and I'm using one right now and I feel like it's not as black as I want it, and this is really what I'm wanting. So totally repurchase that. This is the Rare Beauty Liquid Liner. This is the one that's kind of got like a calligraphy brush. Very unique. You have to be comfortable with that style, but I do like it. I have repurchased it. I would totally repurchase it again. And then also the Rare Beauty. This is the brown liner. I liked it. I would repurchase it and recommend it. However, I do think there's better out there, but it's really good. You know what I mean? So if you found a good deal on it or you just love Rare Beauty, I would recommend it. And I also used up a whole bag of the Kitsch Dermaplanes. They look like that. There's a whole bag of them. How many came? 12. The thing about these kind of Dermaplanes is you really can only use them, I think you're supposed to only use them once, but I'll usually like use the same one for touch-ups, but it really does make your makeup go on so much smoother when you dermaplane, and I've really enjoyed these. I do think dermaplane things like this are kind of a dime a dozen. You can get any brand and they're gonna be similar, but I really like that one. I have already repurchased, so I would definitely recommend. And lastly, laundry. This is the Molly Suds laundry powder. This is what I use for my detergent. It's been great. Again, I have itchy skin, and I think for a while I didn't realize it was the detergent I was using. Once I switched to this, haven't had the issues that I typically have. I'll still have itchy skin from time to time, but it was bad. It was really bad for a while, and I think it was like I'd be wearing leggings that had the detergent on it, and it was holding against my skin all day, you know? So love this stuff, really simple. You can find it in different websites. I found it. I think I've maybe seen it in stores. I tend to buy mine on Thrive Market because I'm a member. I don't know where else they sell it. Maybe Amazon. If I can find it on Amazon, I can link it, but highly recommend. I have repurchased many of these, and that's what I use daily or whenever I'm doing laundry. I gotta count how many of these were. That was a lot. That might have been one of my longer Empties type videos. I hope you enjoyed. If you wanna catch more of my Empties videos, maybe you're like wildly into this format, I will link my playlist. I do have a little playlist. By little, I mean, I think there's a lot of videos on there. So definitely check that out. If you liked this video and you want to see more like this, might I recommend my recent drugstore haul try on video where we try on a bunch of new things that have come out for fall 2025. On my face, I share my initial thoughts, etc. This is what it looks like. I will link it below if you want to check that out now. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe. Stick around for more content like this. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, friends.